G'day folks. Well, I'm sorry I haven't put a vid up in a few days. I've been battling with it. I'll show you now, I haven't even started on the wiring. I'm deep in trying to get this ignition system happening. Oh God, I've pulled out all my bloody hair trying to sort it out, but I've come down to it. I've got spark, but I'll get to that in a second. This is my old system, the optical eye. So that's what I ran, and I ran the Bosch. It's a Bosch module with the MSD 6AL box. Well, it turns out the MSD box is fine, nothing wrong with the coil, but I've either fried this or the optical eye. So I've pinpointed it down to one of those two systems. I've tried everything, guys, to try and get it up and running, and it's not happening. See the advancement? I'll show you this. I'll hang on to that. This is the I think it's 7 degrees advancement. That's all it's got. I'll hold this end nice and solid and you'll just see how much it is. That's it. Look at that. 7 degrees. Because these turn at the half the ratio of what the engine does, that's 7 degrees. So in actual fact it'd be 14 degrees if it on the dial, but it's only half because it runs at half the pace. So yes, she's no good. It's a shame because this is a really good little setup. But anyway, I've got spark. Now I want to make a note of this. There's a bloke by the name of Blair Fraser. He's been following me on my channel for a while. I've got to know him a little bit, and he offered, he said, Griff, I've got an electronic ignition I can send over to you, see if it'll get you out of trouble. Well, I did have one, Blair, in my HX Ute, and I ended up pulling it out and just mocking it up on the floor here, and yes, we've got terrific spark. So I'd like to thank you, Blair, for the offer, mate. Look, it was an incredible gesture, it really was. But I want to use this one, and I want to sort of graph it all up, and we'll go from there. And I'll do some videos on it too, and show you what I do to sort of reduce the advancement on it. And it's pretty simple. It's not that technical, but it's an incredible spark coupled with the MSD box. I did run it without the MSD box, just with the coil and power going to it, but it was a good spark, but the spark from the MSD is amazing. And I'll show you now. I've just got it set. Wow, look at that. Amazing. So very happy with it, guys, very happy. So I've spent probably all this week on and off it trying to diagnose it all and get it sorted, and I finally have. I was nearly going to cave in and buy one in the finish, but I'm glad I sat there and just nutted it out, guys, and really thought about it all and just went through elimination. And that's what it takes if you really want to get through something and try and save $1. That's the whole point of this exercise. I don't want to sort of go throwing money around and not really learning anything. So yes, we're well on the way now, guys. So the next video will be on sort of the modifying of the distributor. I've pulled the vacuum advance off it because now the top, there's a top sort of a ring around it, the pickup point. It's all floating now, so I've sort of got to do a little bit of modification on it, but I'll talk about it and I'll do a vid on it and show you guys how I'm going to actually do it. So I haven't modded one of these before. This one here is quite simple inside in construction, and I'm guessing it'll be the same, but we've got all this, yeah, it's just a different setup on the inside, but I'll show you that on the next vid, guys. And I will still do the vid on the tricks and the tips on the turbo, but I'm sort of still deep in this, and I want to sort of keep moving on with it, guys, because while you're into it deep, you've got to stay focused and keep moving on with it. So, because we've got a bloody race coming up in about 3 weeks, so I've got my work cut out for me to sort of get it all sorted now, guys. All right, well, there's just a little update. We have Spark, very happy at the minute, and I can sort of move on with it now. It's terrific. All right, guys, catch you later.